Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. Making a little more progress on Jimmy. I've got him on the test stand now, and I took the 653 off. So I was able to get the starter on and the airbox cover, and I put the oil plugs back in. Drain for the airbox and the two oil plugs. I got the governor. I stole the fuel pump off the 650. Anyway, we got it on the stand, and I'm just tidying up the water pump, and it looks like I got a little ahead of myself. But it's for the newer engines with the drive off the camshafts, and it won't line up with my my belts here, the single belt. And I thought I'd just pull this back and have enough left on the shaft that I could line it up, but it's not going to work. So what I did is I pulled the pulley off the old pump that was seized, and we're going to switch pulleys. And I've got to take this back off, and I'll do it on my press so I don't ruin the bearings. One of the many reasons why I bought this 20-ton press is to do stuff like this. It makes child's play out of it. It just 5 tons is like nothing. It just clink clink and it's done. Yeah, it makes child's play of these jobs. Whereas before I had, I'll go get it. Now don't laugh too hard, guys. This is what I made. I made this with a 2-ton jack. I made this over 10 years ago for doing dirt bike stuff, for doing bearings and stuff. Yeah, it works pretty good, but you can only pull 2 tons. And most of this stuff takes about 5 tons, 3 to 5 tons to get it to move. And I found that this was inadequate. So what I did in previous jobs is I would heat stuff with the torch and things like that, and then use the the refrigerator and the stove to shrink fit everything. So you can see how offset this pump is, and with that big offset I can't line the belts up. So the old pump from the 1958 engine is not offset so much. So yeah, perfect. All right, we've got the back cover off, and this is a Reliabuilt. I think it's a Reliabuilt. But anyway, they decide not to use gaskets on it. I've got a gasket upstairs. I'll put a new one on. But anyway, we're going to support this shaft with a socket, and then press the pulley down on top of that, so I don't exert force on the bearing housing or the bearings, so because that can damage the bearings. Anyway, we'll do that now. So that's registering nothing, so there's no pressure yet. Oops. How far does that have to go? Oh yeah, there we go. So we pushed it right till it was flush. And now I'll double check, make sure the belts line up. There, very nice. So that belt's pretty much lined up perfect, and lined up with the fan pulley. And what I'll also do, I've got to put a bracket on here for the alternator as well. And I'll use the alternator off the Buddha. But I probably have to make a bracket for that one. But put the back cover back on and bolt her down and we're done. So here's an overhaul kit for a left-hand rotation water pump for my 453T. And being that this pump doesn't have a gasket, I'm going to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'll show you that in a second. So this is a left-hand rotation pump, and here's a clockwise pump, and see if I get that right. You see the gears are opposite, or sorry, the impellers are opposite. See that? So they're definitely made to turn one way. In one of my videos, I think it was a 353 video, I explained the left and the right rotation pumps. And my 453T came with the wrong pump. I didn't know that, and that's how I ended up with this pump. A right-hand clockwise rotation pump. Because that's what it had on the engine, and when I went to replace it with a new one, I just ordered the same pump and it was the wrong pump. So that's how I learned. This was before it even got in the truck. But now that I have a little bit more experience with these and I've got this press, I'm just going to rebuild my own pumps. We've corrected that problem. I'll go get the torque specs for that. Yeah, the cover goes to 6 foot-pounds. Like, it's a joke. It's hardly worth even torquing it. There, that's torqued. We'll install that again. I'm just going to clean this wheel up a little bit with my wire wheel. And so there it is, sporting the new pulley, or the 1958 pulley. This is the only Detroit I've seen with a single belt system, and no pulleys on the camshafts. So I thought I'd keep it like that, and then I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I'm wondering why they used a double pulley like that, if it's a single belt. Maybe another one to run the alternator or something. I don't know. Or another accessory perhaps. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But my plan is to run an alternator, the fan, the alternator, the water pump all on one belt. Well guys, thanks for checking in. We got some more progress on little Jimmy. Next video is going to be the head. So we'll put the new tubes in and guides and everything. We'll see how my little tool works out. So yeah, should be nice. And then send it out to have the seats dressed. So again guys, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.